We know the area back to front, we all live in the area and we want to live in the area because we believe in the area. I think that comes through in the way that we actually speak to people. When we are selling the area, we're selling benefits that we believe we've experienced firsthand from simply, again, living here and calling the area home. The Gold Coast was crying out for a location that had great access not only to Brisbane but also to our airport, and Robina geographically is the perfect location. A lot of people these days see the Gold Coast as being a mix of lifestyle from a beach point of view and also from a hinterland point of view. We're only 5 or 10 minutes by car to the beach, and it's probably the same sort of distance from a hinterland destination. Titan Stadium is one of those things that I think gives the area, I won't say credibility, but it puts it on a national stage. Robina's got a town centre which is undertaking a $250 million expansion, but just to the north of that with the stadium, we've now got a precinct that is going to get worldwide exposure. But from a point of view of a footy stadium, we've got a venue that again is just world class. And between where the stadium is and going back to the town centre itself, we've got a new precinct that's just about to begin development called the Wharf, which is a South Bank type precinct, similar to what they have in Brisbane. It encompasses a boardwalk with dining precincts and again residential as well. So that whole mix is going to be outstanding. We're in a situation where there'll be up to 150,000 square metres of commercial space here by 2010. And obviously with that, you've got to have the infrastructure in place for the people that want to move closer to the area. The world we live in at the moment is more based around people that want to be very, very close and central to where they work, and also now where they play. Fortunately in Varsity Lakes, you've got that great mix. The direction that it's heading and the way the wealth creation is happening on the Gold Coast, it's amazing how many people right now, and we're talking about very well respected people, are moving their businesses to Robina and Varsity Lakes, and obviously they want to move very close to where their key business points are. So what that does, it tends to raise the value of our prestige properties, and as they obviously bring more people into the area from a working point of view, it puts a lot of pressure on the properties in the area from a sales point of view, so prices have to rise. When you look at what we're building around a waterway system, which again you're going to be able to transport yourself from the Spit basically all the way through to Titan Stadium by boat. When you look at the lake system that Robina has and the lifestyle choices that it has from a restaurant, dining, retail and commercial precinct, I firmly believe that over the next few years we'll see the Gold Coast revolve more around Robina and Varsity than probably vice versa, certainly from a commercial sense. Robina was a master plan community in the early 1980s. I originally moved to the area in 1983, so I've been here 25 years myself. I remember being on a push bike going down what was back then Gabriel's Road, which is now Robina Parkway, and it was an old dirt track, and back then we were told that there was going to be this massive expansion, and pretty much the way that it was envisaged and the way it was explained is exactly the way it's come to fruition. So from a master plan point of view, it's right now at the pinnacle where we're just at the final step to having the whole area realised. We've got a 16-storey building that's going adjacent to Robina Stadium, which if you had mentioned that 10 years ago, people would have thought you were crazy. But from a point of view of just that commercial centre and what it's going to look like, we're only just scratching the surface. It's going to be outstanding in 5 years' time. Bond Uni again, from a master plan point of view, just a wonderful complex, and recently voted Australia's #1 university, which puts you in an ideal place to get a job not only in Australia but anywhere around the world at the highest level. When we talk about Varsity Lakes, again, totally master plan community that will incorporate 150,000 square metres of commercial space. So when you link that into the CBD that is Robina, and over the future years we're talking about the Gold Coast City Council moving here, a lot of large firms moving into the area, Varsity Lakes and Robina really do go hand in hand. Certainly from our point of view, that's why we made the decision to have 2 offices, basically working as one office in 2 locations. We have our Robina office, we have our Varsity Lakes office. But again, the lifestyle between the 2 offices, the lifestyle between the 2 communities really bounce off each other. Population of the Gold Coast this year will be pushing towards 600,000 people. Within the Robina and Varsity precinct, currently Robina is just over 30,000. If you're looking at Varsity Lakes, which also incorporates not only the Delphin estate, but also what was originally known as Stevens, we've got a population of just over 10,000. So there's well over 40,000 people in the area. And if you want to expand that out to your Clear Island waters, to your Merrimack, which again are all part of our postcode, 4226 in Robina's instance, encompasses Merrimack and also Clear Island waters. And from our point of view, that also incorporates the areas that we firmly believe are the central core of the Gold Coast. When you talk an infrastructure side of things, the planned community over the next few years will just take on a totally different shape. There is literally hundreds of millions of dollars that are being spent on an infrastructure point of view to get to the area to the stage where, once again, it will just be recognised not only on a state basis and a national basis, but an international basis. From our point of view, we're happy to be a part of the fabric of the community. From a point of view of a lifestyle change for many people coming up from down south, we highly recommend our area. And from our point of view, obviously, we love it so much we decided to live here. Here we are.